And what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we have a hell of a treat. We're in the lab, we're trying something different. We're gonna be, as you can see over here, playing all of these lovely legends in JUND, and we're gonna see if we can make it. Oh, I just realized I don't have my crazy hat. Let me know in the comments, do you care about the crazy hat? If you're new here, you probably don't know what we're talking about. But either way, let's go hop in and see why we're playing all the legends that we're playing in this JUND Legends list today. Alright, as always, if you'd like to support the channel, hit that join button down below and you can get a shout out just like Antoine Alexander Thoralt. That's actually a very proper name, but thank you for joining the brood. And if you want to protect all your stuff, as always, be sure to check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. They'll save you 5% at checkout and they will support the channel in exchange. Okay, cool. Now, going over this deck list, first off, we're obviously wanting to play a lot of legends. That's the theme. The trick here, though, is we need to be able to cast all of our things on time, hopefully. We're still going to need a reasonable amount of removal because of the format being full of mono red, mono blue, some variations of black. You've got soldiers still running around. We're seeing some green variants still floating. So, like, that, we still have to contend with all that while still dealing with the late game, right? So we got to have big finishers, but we got to have stuff to get us through the early game. So we're starting out with a couple of Ashnod. Now, I want to be honest, Ashnod doesn't do a lot for this deck. There's a couple of random situations where maybe you might want to get a Power Stone, but realistically, you want to go ahead and maybe make a 3/3 late in the game, give you some more bodies to attack with. But the most important thing about this is that it has Death Touch, and you can force your opponent into situations where they kind of want to kill this so they can keep attacking or doing something. Otherwise, this just gives you very favorable trades. Then we have 3 Go for the Throat. We have 2 Infernal Grasp. We're playing 1 Goro. This is a deck where we don't have a ton of haste things, so something that gives our stuff haste is kind of nice. We've got 4 Land and War Loam Speaker because we need to cast all that stuff with different color mana. We got 2 Reclusive Taxidermist. This is kind of like a moderate inclusion. I don't know how necessary it is, but I wanted at least one more thing because we have a couple of key cards at 4 mana that if we can go from 2 to 4 on turn 3, could get us a bit of an advantage, so I'm trying to give ourselves as many shots at it as makes sense. We are playing 1 Tear Asunder as an extra removal card. And then since we're playing so many legends, we are playing 3 Hajar because sacrificing it protects our legends, and that's a bonus. We're going to go ahead and try Gix. We don't have a ton of ways to draw cards, but what I was thinking here is obviously just giving up the life to draw cards is good, and it's a 3/3, so that's fine. But we are able to generate enough mana that we could actually be using this pretty regularly. You know, assuming our mana creatures don't die or we get in one of those long game states, being able to just activate Gix every turn keeps us from ever having a dead draw, so that's pretty sweet. Then we have 3 Gwenna Eyes of Gaia. We're not going to get to untap this too often, but it does produce 2 mana to do multiple things we want, because again, we have stuff like Gix that actually has activated abilities, and some other stuff we're going to talk about here in a second that could matter. So yeah, we're going to go with Gwenna here, and Gwenna's a legend. We're playing 1 Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos. Now, don't get me wrong, Hidetsugu's not the best magic card. We know this. But a couple of things come from this. One, we do get to scry. So if we have this late game and we're in a weird game state where like the ground's all bogged up and whatever, then we can just get rid of some junky creatures to go ahead and scry, which is fine. Or if your opponent targets a thing, then you can scry and get something for it. The other thing is, against a very long matchup, if you do get Hidetsugu, then it's like getting to draw an extra card every turn for 3 mana, right? But you get to deal damage with that card, assuming it's not a land. So that's actually a benefit to us as well. So I just wanted a couple of things to try to hedge our bets there. No idea how good it's going to be, but if there were a deck that could actually play it, this is the one. Then we got 2 Shieldred, because Shieldred's just good. Doesn't need a lot of explaining. At Sushi, you know how earlier we were talking about not having a lot of ways to draw cards or whatever. Well, at Sushi, pseudo gives us cards, right? Like we can exile 2 and then get access to them. But that's pretty good. And there are some situations where you just want the treasure from Atsushi as well. So I don't mind this at all. And randomly it has trample, and that could matter in some situations. Then we have 2 Helena and Elena. We know this card's good. First strike, reach, give something X and haste with extra counters. Very good. We're in the right colors, so we're going to go ahead and play Soul of Windgrace. This is a way to draw cards, gain life. You can actually protect the card itself. You can return lands that you're discarding. So no real trickery here. We're just going to be playing with lands we draw off the top. Otherwise, it's just a good efficient like 5/4 for 4 that has an upside to it. We are playing 1 Junji. Didn't want to go too hard because we are playing a couple of dragons, but being able to get back like Hidetsugu, Shieldred, even something like Halana could be good. But sometimes your opponents put a big thing in the yard, you can just get that back. And then we're playing Zeatora because again, we have tons of mana. We're able to cast use all the different colors. This can just be a finisher by itself as well. Remember that you can just fling creatures. Now, it does say another creature, so we can't fling Zeatora herself. But hey, we have other big bodies, and sometimes that's good enough. Or if we're looking for something, we could like fling at Sushi, get access to 2 cards, and see if we find the thing we're looking for, right? There's some cool stuff we can do with this. Lands, we're playing 2 Swamp, 1 Mountain, 2 Forest, 2 Haunted Ridge, 2 Sulphur Spring, 2 Deathcap Glade, 3 Llanowar Waste, 3 Carplusion Forest, 2 Rockfall Vale, 3 Zeotor's Prover Ground, and 4 Plaza of Heroes. So yeah, this looks like it could be a lot of fun, or a big bad disaster. We're going to go find out. We're going to hope to get round on the power level of the cards, but no doubt, catch up with me on the back end of the video because we will definitely have some updates to this to talk about. And we'll probably have a card spotlight for you too. But y'all go have some fun. I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, I mean, I guess we keep this. What else are we going to do with it? Alright. Why do I get the feeling I'm just going to be playing to kill a bunch of creatures on the opponent's side? Because if this is like soldiers, we're probably going to have to go kill a thing. Eventually play this, and then try to unlock some stuff. Though... Alright. I mean, we have enough kill cards, so we're not really worried about much else here. And if they want to exile our thing, that's fine. They did not. So now the question is... it's not even a question. We know we're walking into a depopulate here. But our hand really doesn't have anything anyway. Yep. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, that's game. Like, as soon as they remove stuff here, like, we're just playing off the top. It's gonna be rough. I'm queuing up the GGs. Oh, wait, what? This is not what we thought it was. Hold, please. What's going on? Yeah, that works. I mean, I just... Huh, okay. Well, I officially don't know what we're even up against right now. That is 100% fact. I guess we'll turn this into a thing. I mean, because what else am I going to do? I mean, I guess if we can get some of our biggins here. I mean, we can kill off some creatures, so I'm not too worried about that. I mean, we have all that covered. Yep, Sarah Paragon. There's nothing in the yard, but we'll obviously want to kill that first. Yep. That's nifty. Let's go ahead and kill you. Let's go ahead and kill you. Let's get black here. Play this. And then let's turn this into a 3/3, and we'll just make the best use we can of this whole situation. Okay. Another Paragon. Alright, yay us. We have another kill card. Ooh, we get to run Ashnod in, let it die. And then make another Ashnod. That's kind of nice, I guess. We could also... What does this take? It takes 5 mana, though. Nah. Probably not into that. Not yet. Okay. Down comes the other one. And we'll pass. I mean, we gotta find... We have tons of huge bodies in this deck. Like, we gotta find something. Because this is tough. Like right now, we're never going to be able to attack. I mean, I guess we can attack with shield with Ashnod, but ugh. Oh, they're going to draw. Interesting. They kind of left the door open for us here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we tap one of those, and we can use the other to attack for 3 here, which I actually don't mind. So let's go black, green, red. Tap this for colorless, I guess. We'll tap this for red. What is that? 5 mana? We need 1 more. Let's go ahead and tap this. And then I'm only putting a mountain at risk. Alright. Turn this into a 3. How did this game get to be like this? Like, at one point, we're just like, alright, I guess they're going to sweep the board and all our stuff's dead. And then, like, the game turned out to be something completely different. Alright. Opponent goes to 13. I might fling this to kill that. Then force them to find something else. Wouldn't be enough, though. Because it only does 1, right? Yeah, equal to the creature's power. So I'd have to fling the land. But you know what? It's worth. Let's do it. I mean, we can cast whatever we draw, so we're not even really worried about having the mana at this point. This game just got all kinds of weird, though, let me tell you. Alright. They're going to draw. Well, we're also going to draw. Let's find something good here. Well, you would have been nice to have a while ago. You don't really do anything now. Alright. Alright. We'll attack. Opponent goes to 7. I mean, if they have a sweeper, they have a sweeper, right? We're kind of at that point now. Like, maybe they're playing it. I don't know with all this. They've got double paragons and stuff, so maybe. I felt like a little aggressive because I don't know if we really needed to do that. But if the opponent even has 1 blocker, we need 3 things to push through minimum. Nope, is Hajar gonna die? I mean, the thing is, if they kill Hajar and they don't play a thing, we get to keep attacking with our lance. That's the trade-off. They obviously have spot removal of different kind. Alright, that still buys a turn. Barring us finding a haste thing. We did not find a haste thing, but that does... Oh, no, that doesn't. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can, and we turn it into... Yeah, we're still good. Have to use the treasure arena. I was like, arena's like, no, we're gonna do it like this. No, we can't, though. Destroy that. And then turn this into a dude. And opponent says GG. Wow, I genuinely thought this was over way early. Crazy comeback. Alright, we're gonna keep it. I mean, we obviously have 2 mana. We have all these mana creatures, so we can't throw it away. We'll assume we'll draw mana somewhere in the next couple of draws. Okay, this will be interesting to see where all of this goes. It's not bad to pick that up there. We can play it on turn 1, keep us on time the rest of the game, which is kind of nice. Dinnick, sure. Gonna do this because there's a good chance there's a Rafine here. No, there was not a Rafine. If we block, what happens? Alright, I'm blocking. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh, they didn't have anything. Okay, well, that's what happens. Who knew? All right, so now we're not going to go for Halana and Elena here so easily. I'm actually going to play this first. So if this lives, we can somewhat protect the Halana and Elena later, is the idea. Yeah. I mean, I'm absolutely paying for that. Is this where we get the Rafine? There he is. Sure. But they did not attack with it. Interesting. So... I guess they really... I mean, why would you not have attacked? I mean... You could have made Dinnick a 3-4. Alright, anyway. That's beside the point. So this is interesting now because if we want to play Halana Elena, this is a clear shot to do it. So I'm just going to do it. Save the removal and the other extra mana and whatever for later. Putting counters here, though it is a bit wasteful. But because we're just going to plan to attack. The opponent can do what they want to do here. Alright. Sounds like a plan. I mean, we know ultimately we wanted to kill Rafine, but I felt like at least getting Halana Elena down causes some problems for the opponent and can open up potential winning scenarios. Oh, crap. I should have blocked Rafine with our secret reach. I mean, it's 1 point, but who knows? That might matter later. Alright, we sack it. Okay. Here, we shoot Rafine. And then we just put counters here. No attacks. Mostly because we did get stuck on mana and I don't want to put our stuff at risk of a Wandering Emperor yet. Ayo, that's a problem. This is cute because this unlocks 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, so we could play 2 dudes. I'm not sure that does enough for us, but it's a thing. So we just play this. I think we just die. I mean, not really. I mean, we could chump block some things, I suppose. And then no attack, and Gwenna could play that. Alright. We can still block with Halana and Elena in a pinch here, I guess. We'll chump with this. They can gain the life. However, we are going to 6, which means if they have any way to remove blockers and or pump their dude, that we are going to be very sad. Let's get red and green. I don't think it matters all that much. Oh, you know what? We can actually use... Okay, this is interesting. We can put the counters here. Then we get to the end of the turn. We can actually use this to shoot Al. And then we can still block the board up. Hopefully they don't find anything great. Okay, that's reasonable. We could deal with that being on board. Okay. I'm gonna give it... Hit it with a Agrgo or something? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we have a backup one, so we're not sweating it all that much, obviously. This gives hexproof and indestructible. So sure. Is this Wandering Emperor time? No, it is not Wandering Emperor time. Okay. It's Wandering Emperor time now, apparently.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
You left yourself with what, 1? Yeah. Alright, we win that one. Okay. This is the type of hand we thought we might get into trouble with. But let's keep it. Because we do still get to play a couple of things on the first 2 turns, and maybe we find a land and we can play Gwenna, and who knows? We'll see what happens. Like that. See? Sometimes it's not that hard. Decline. Don't need Power Stones that badly. Bank Buster. Ooh, we're getting all the lands. You're going to attack. Decline. In the turn. Okay. That's a magic card. That's a thing that actually just happens. I mean, I guess we're just attacking with the Ashnod here. A little random, but sure. Decline. Okay. I'm just trying to decide if I want to play this or not. So I'm like, the Wandering Emperor, maybe. If we play this, they kill. But even then, if they do that and they're not going after our dude, that's kind of cool. And if they just have something that sweeps the board here, we're just going to sacrifice a jar anyway, so that doesn't change anything. Alright. We'll decline, I think. Though throwing stuff at the opponent would have been a real option. But once we get to untap with our plazas open, we're probably okay. Okay, actually, it's not totally true. Because they could have a... well, that's unfortunate. That actually keeps them alive for sure. I was actually going to say... if they had farewell. But now this is going to be very, very tough. I'm not quite sure what this is going to look like for us. A backup Gwenna is kind of nice. I think all we can do here is attack with... well, let's see. They might take 6... 7. Yeah, they're just not going to take much here, unfortunately, no matter how we do this. Ugh. This is very unfortunate. Alright. Well, we're for sure attacking with this. We're maybe attacking with Gwenna. But the problem is we attack with Gunnar, we have to attack with other things, or the 4/4 just blocks it, and that's just kind of silly. Like, that doesn't really do anything for us. Why couldn't we just draw a removal card here? That would have made life a lot easier. Wow. I think that's all we're doing. It feels really crappy. But yeah, I think this is it. And throw this, puts the opponent down to 11. Because we don't really need them. I almost want to cycle this for a card. All right. Fling this, I suppose. But this does leave me a scenario where I can still cycle and still activate this if we need to, which is what was important. They're doing nothing? Okay. Tap for colorless, colorless, colorless. Would you like to respond? Take our turn. Alright, that's actually an interesting card here. I would have liked a removal spell, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Alright, so if we attack with everything, it doesn't do much, right? Because they just block up everything. Okay, so let's get black. I'll take a point for black here. Actually, maybe I'm not. Because I'm thinking I'm not going to attack with Gwenna here. I don't think. And if I'm not, then I might as well just save the damage. Alright. Wish it was something bigger. Put another counter on Gwenna. It's possible the opponent may not be aware that we could just fling Zeator. Oh, wait. Okay. Hang on, if I'd known they were going to do that, it might have changed my plan a little bit. Okay, they scooped. What my plan was going to be there ultimately, which in hindsight, I should have actually just spent the mana to play the Gix anyway, instead of using Gwenna, because they have to block Zeatora with the Faithbound Judge or die, because then we could just fling. So the plan there really should have just been play Jin-Gitax, or play Gix, attack with Zeatora, let that get blocked, attack, maybe they trade. One of them gets through at least, so that's 3 damage-ish probably. We draw a card, then we could look at maybe flinging something or not, or depending on the card we drew. But ultimately, ended up not mattering. They drew, didn't have anything, and scooped. This both makes me happy and sad. I want to keep this, and we're just going to really hope real hard we draw some stuff off the top of the library that's good and playable. Preferably creatures. Otherwise, this hand's going to go to crap. But to be honest, I'm kind of due for a loss, so if this is it, so be it. I just want to, if we could cast cards on 2 and 3, that would be great. At least it'd be a start. A 2 mana creature, even better. I feel like the opponent has cut down here. Dreadfuge. Ha! Guess what? My hand sucks. How do you stop Dreadfuge from being good? Have a crappy hand. That's so terrible. We're going to get wrecked this game. Especially if they're playing discard heavy and get rid of our Junji, because then we're strictly top decking. Honestly, that was probably a mistake to even play the Zeator's Proving Ground there. I probably should have kept it to cycle later. Honestly, because I got nothing else going on. Cycling it would have been way more beneficial. Oh, look who showed up to the party. Way to go, Gix. You're a little late, but you're right on time. I will not be sacrificing a thing. But I will take the action to draw a card. Gix, I'm assuming you're dead, because there's no way they're going to let us keep you. I'm not going to complain about it, though. I mean, we can protect Gix now. Actually, they should have killed it, because we do have a Plaza. We are going to decline, because I will not be sacrificing the Gix. Yep, we are definitely going to use the Plaza. Because I have not many things. And I would like to keep my not many things. Our opponent goes to 14. We will take the action to draw. We will definitely take the action to draw. All right. Now we might be able to make some things happen. Path of Peril. All right, you kill my Lilin. Hey, we drew him! The Hidexugu! I don't know why I'm excited when I draw junky cards that might actually get to do something. Yeah, we're still at 17, so let's hit it. Let's draw. Not gonna go Hidexugu, not here. Like, this is too good. And if the opponent hits us with a Invoke Despair, they will have to take some life because we will be sacking. Oh, you have your own Shieldred. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Draw. Neat. If we attack and the opponent doesn't block, what happens? Because we would draw, offset the life. They might just have another one. I really want to play Hidexugu this turn. But I think the only thing I could do is attack with the Shieldred. And then play Hidexugu. F it. We're getting in there. Alright, sure. We will take that. Yeah, those offset. They don't really do anything. Let's... Sadly, because they might make a sacrifice a thing, I'm going to go with this and this. And then we'll probably still need to find a removal of our own for Shieldred at some point here. Duress. Ha! My hand still sucks. But it does have a Hidexugu. And opponent scoops, we still win! Oh, this is a fun starter. Let's go with this, yeah. Maybe we can draw some big stuff later, but this is not a bad start at all. Let's go with... I mean, I guess we just pile up the creatures here. Alright. Well, you're going to be a bit annoying, aren't you? Because these cards don't kill you, but that's okay. We're still attacking. I mean, because if they want to trade for an Ashnod, yeah, whatever. Alright. How bad is it? What if they're going to flash in, like, Liberator or something here? And if so, we can't do a dang thing about it. But, I'm your Huckleberry. Here we go. How did I know literally that card? Like, sometimes you just know, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. Like, sometimes you just feel it, and you know in your bones what's right. 3, 4, 5. Opponent's going to take 6. All right. I mean, we didn't draw any of our big creatures. I mean, Halana and Elena would have been huge there. I mean, if we could get one of our bigger creatures now, a dragon or something, would be pretty stellar. Sure. That was very, very greedy, opponent. Yeah, that's fine. You're going to get some land, but I'm pretty sure we're still going to have lethal. Those lands come into play tapped. Oh, no, we're going to be short because they gained 2. They did gain 2. So we can put them down to 1, or to 2. Because we can make a 3, 4, 5. Yeah, unless we draw something off the top. That's going to be it. that is not the type of thing we would like to draw off the top. So kill you. Turn this guy. Attack, because why not? My opponent goes to 2. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would need this for, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in play just in case. Because we do have a couple of haste things we could draw and cast and maybe still use the plaza. That's big? That matters? Well, how much does it matter? Well, right now only one's getting through, so we need a haste thing here. If they attack with anything, they die. So they can't do that. Unless they have another Tameo safekeeping. I guess I should have saved that to draw then. Should have cycled. Got punished. Alright, well, these don't do a whole lot of anything, sadly. Hell, even a Zeatora just to fling a thing would be good. Like, we have so many answers. We got to get there, though. Oh, Wormlet's going to be our punishment, because now they're going to start gaining life. Okay, that's not so bad. We take 5, sure. Though now if we draw a removal, now they'll still have 3 blockers. That doesn't change enough. Alright, Zeatora off the top. That's what we're looking for. I don't even think that does it, because we'll see. No, not you. You were definitely not it. Though I guess at this stage, a creature is a creature. Dang, we're going to lose because we just drew poorly. As it turns out, even if I saved that to cycle, we would have been in bad shape. Yep, we're just going to go to 5. Come on, deck. We got outs. Where are they? What are those cards in hand that you're not casting? Doesn't matter. GG's. That was a tough one. But we were due for a loss. Going first, I want a mulligan. I felt, well, that's a little bit better. We'll keep, and I will get rid of a Terra Sunder. And we're going to hope for the best. Alright, that's not so bad. Pass the turn. Ragnarok. I feel like I've played Ragnarok a couple of times. Let's see, can we find a 3-mana thing here to play? No, but you are not a bad card to have. Alright, end the turn. And they are casting a... no clue. Flesh Gorger. Sure. Alright, so while we have a chance, I guess we're going to go with this. Plus, depending on the opponent's mana situation next turn, it's possible that if we protect Talon and Alana here, we get either of these with haste, which could be pretty good. Probably want to go at Sushi, because if it dies later, we do get a cool bonus. And it flies over the top, which is good. Yep. We'll sacrifice it. Opponent can definitely attack here. Putting counters there, getting in for 6. Hopefully this doesn't die to a Wandering Emperor. Though it very well might. Still Seraph. It's a good call. Do you have an Iganjo? I'm like, why are we attacking here? I really want to block, but I'm going to pass. I feel like that's what's going on there, and I do not want to be susceptible to that, so here we are. Alright, I'm going to play this. Okay, I just wanted to see if they had a counter or not, so now we know this is probably clear for next turn. Okay, and they didn't try to Iganjo our 3-4. Alright, they drew a cut down. Cycling. Assuming looking for another removal. I mean, they get to gain 6 life here if they attack. So they go to 12. We do have 9 on board, though, so... I mean, I wouldn't blame them for being cautious. Man, now I'm wondering if I could have got away with blocking with that Halana Delano. Okay, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. I don't fault them for that play there. Now it's tough because I want to play this just to give us access to this. But I also want to do this. But I don't have a land to even discard and gain any life, so it's kind of bad. So I feel like this is what we're going to do. I mean, we do have technically access. I guess we could have done this. No, we would have been a mana short. Oh, no, this is only 4, not 5. Oh, we could have done it. Dang it. That's a bad play on my part, y'all. Real bad. Okay, in the turn. Yeah, we would have much rather had this in play. And we have to be careful how we use this, because if we target the Flesh Quarter, that's us taking 5 instead of 3. What is that guy? He double strikes and you draw a card? Alright, sure. I think we're good then. Because they're tapped out. Yeah, we're just going to kill the Still Seraph and then not care. Not how I thought we were going to win this one. This one was in a really weird spot. The opponent drew very well here, too. Alright, Steel Seraph is targeted. Yeah, I was going to say, you kind of have to attack with those, right? If we block, you get to kill that off. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're at 6 either way, and we have 6 in the air. Kill that off. Alright, GG's. That was an interesting way to win, but I will take it. You know, I'm gonna keep this. I don't know why. Because if we don't draw anything, this is real bad. But I'm kind of maybe in my heart of hearts hoping that if we get something, maybe it's just something outright kill this so we can get cards or get treasure, and then we can roll into Shieldred and it'll be all fine. It's a lot of what ifs, especially when they play that first, because you're probably looking at something getting hit by Make Disappear. Duress. Ha! My hand sucks, opponent. But I will draw something here to cast. Okay, technically I did. Nothing useful, but a thing nonetheless. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll try to cast like a Rafine here. I doubt it, though. This looks like the corrupt whatever deck. Where all your lands are swamps, but you're basically playing 5 color still. Oh, we do get to kill a thing. Look at that. That was not anticipated. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and play Atsushi. So if they do play something like, I don't know, Liliana to make a sacrifice a thing, we still get something for our creature dying. Okay, they have a Shieldred. Fair enough. We'll attack. We'll play our own Shieldred. In this, I'll just take a point. It's worth it. Especially since we can block a Shieldred with it or attack into one, so that's fine. Now, that deck plays a lot of different cards, so don't know what's going to be up just yet. Duress. Nope, I have a little hasty boy. You are not bad, but you're also not good. I'm thinking, like, do I want to attack with these? I mean, did the opponent just trade all their stuff here and then get another Shieldred? Alright, attack with this and this. Because that feels safe. Yeah, exactly. If they want to do that, that's fine. We can live with that. And then next turn, worst case scenario, we can attack with the Goro and make a 5/5. Oh, I have to control a modified creature. I don't have one right now. Neat. I'll take cards. That was a little disappointing, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see what we can draw here. I think we have better individual cards than the opponent, but they did draw an Invoke Despair. Alright, let's do it, deck. Hey, you ain't bad. Alright, that's a way to go for it. Respect. Because now if they kill it, we get to reanimate a Shieldred. That's pretty cool. If they try to play their underdog, we can block. So this ain't bad. Oh, they had another Invoke Despair. So we either... when we go to 3... Man, it's tempting to make the opponent discard, but sure. Alright, they didn't have it. That's good news. We're going to attack. End the turn. They go to 5. Man, I haven't ever wanted to draw a Zeotora worse in my life. Just to play it and during their end step, like... or my end step, like blast them for 6.
I bring my own.
Gix. Unfortunately, we kind of got to do this. If we want to have any shot at winning here. Oh, did it. Unless the opponent has something in hand to kill this. They're saying GG's. Whoo, good comeback. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so this was actually pretty interesting for me because honestly, this is one of those ones I was just like, weird hair, let's go do it. We did beat a couple of control decks. Even one of the ones I think we lost, we just kind of drew badly at one point. So actually, this was way overperforming. Now, what I would say is one of the things I really caught myself wanting a couple of times were some more haste creatures. I'm not sure if that means maybe I should be squeezing in one of the red Praetor, possibly, or if we wanted to go with like a Squee, I think could be really good, even after a sweeper, being able to get that out, because we have mostly creatures just going to the graveyard. So that could be kind of cool too. I think there's some options we could play and get away with some really neat stuff. But overall, we didn't have mana trouble pretty much ever, so that was pretty cool. Even on the one where we didn't have black lands, we actually had the mana creatures, and that helped out pretty well. So everything did what it was supposed to, and we won games a bunch of different ways. We flung stuff with Zeotora, we attacked with creature lands, we won with Shieldred. Like, so you couldn't really ask for much else, right? The cards showed up. The only downside is we didn't get to cast Hidetsugu, but it could have been, had the opponent had one more turn, maybe would have played it and found something. But I still think it's neat as an inclusion for those long games to give you access to more cards. But yeah, overall, I liked it. It overperformed, and I'll probably want to play it some more. I don't even believe I'm saying that about this pile. Okay, actually, I have two more thoughts. That looking at the list again, if we wanted to try something, because we have enough mana creatures that make multiple colors and we're playing the Plaza, we could play one Joda if we wanted to. I think that would be doable if you wanted to try that. Also, if we wanted to take out the Hidetsugu and the Goro, I think we'd get away playing two Fauna Shamans as well. So then we could go find Halana and Elena, go find Itsushi, go find Shielded or whatever if we wanted to. I think that's another good outcome as well. So I actually kind of like the idea of Fauna Shamans in here. We might actually go that route. But otherwise, yeah, the deck actually is pretty cool, just the same. But another way you could play it if you want to try some other cards out. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about good old Lord Windgrace. The original one, the Planeswalker. The one that came in a commander deck. Mostly because this card's actually really good and actually has a huge fan base. I didn't think that was a thing, but it was kind of interesting considering we didn't have a lot of Windgrace cards for people to attach to, but this alone built a fan base for that character. And don't be wrong, drawing cards and returning lands or whatever is very good, especially when you're building a deck around that with lots of utility lands, maybe even stuff like Titania, so stuff going to graveyards triggering, like lots of cool stuff. And some newer cards have come out to really support this card. And even though it was the face card of a commander deck, it's not all that expensive. You can pick them up for about $8-ish in a lot of places. So totally cool if you want to try to build a deck with it. Now, if you enjoyed today's deck list and you like trying random piles of cards, check out this Simic Artifact aggro list we have. It actually was pretty surprising and has some cool little actions you may not have considered. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.